Melyn's quiet life in the forest, far from the bustling village, is shattered when she finds Ryland collapsed in her garden. He's bruised, bleeding, and covered in shadows that seem to flicker like fire in the twilight. Unsure of his intentions but drawn to his mystery, Melynn nurses him back to health, unaware that this stranger is fleeing from a kingdom darker than any she has ever known. Rumors have always swirled around Melynn. To the villagers, she is a witch, a dangerous outcast who speaks with the trees and tames wild creatures. While she has never had friends in the village, she finds an unexpected ally in Ryland. But his presence brings new dangers. As Ryland recovers, he confesses the truth to Melynn. He is a fugitive from Caligo, the Shadow Kingdom ruled by the tyrant Queen Morana, whose magic is tied to the dark forces that corrupt the land. Ryland was once her most trusted general. Now hunted by her shadow beasts, he must rely on Melyn's protection and knowledge of the wild magic to survive. Melyn's once peaceful home becomes a battleground as shadows stalk her from the trees, strange creatures from Caligo. Despite her fears, Melynn begins to unlock powers she never knew she possessed, wielding the magic of the earth to keep the shadows at bay. But she can't keep them away forever, and Ryland warns that they must leave before it's too late. Forced to flee her home, Melynn and Ryland embark on a dangerous journey through the wildlands, a mystical forest filled with dragons, ancient spirits, and creatures forgotten by time. As they navigate the wild magic, Melynn realizes the duo's path is blocked by Nyther, an ancient dragon who guards the northern passage. The dragon senses the shadows chasing Ryland and demands a trial. If they can prove their worth, he will let them pass. But Melyn's magic is tested. After narrowly escaping Nyther's wrath, Melynn and Ryland grow closer. Ryland opens up about his past in Caligo, his time as Queen Morana's right hand, and the darkness that lives within him. Melynn in turn shares her own fears. As Melynn and Ryland enter a ruined temple hidden deep in the forest, they stumble upon ancient inscriptions that mention a prophecy. The prophecy speaks of a witch with the power to unite or destroy two kingdoms, whose heart will determine. Unbeknownst to Melynn, Ryland has been keeping a secret, one that could change everything. As they near the borders of Caligo, Ryland's former comrades catch up to them, and Melynn discovers that Ryland's escape was not as simple as he led. Queen Morana appears to Melynn in a vision, offering her a choice: join her and embrace the power of the shadows, or suffer the consequences. Morana reveals that Melyn's power is tied to the same ancient magic that fuels her reign over Caligo. With no other options, Melynn and Ryland infiltrate Caligo, where they discover that the kingdom is on the verge of war. Morana's grip on the shadows has begun to wane, and rebellions are brewing in the dark corners of the realm. Melynn and Ryland discover the Abyss, a chasm of ancient magic that runs beneath Caligo, where Morana draws her power. The Abyss is a sentient force, feeding on the fears and desires of the living. Melynn realizes that the only way to stop Morana confronts Melynn and Ryland in a final showdown. The Queen of Shadows reveals that she too was once a wielder of light, corrupted by the Abyss over time. Melynn sees the same fate awaiting her if she cannot control the darkness within. With Morana defeated and the Abyss sealed, Caligo begins to heal. Melyn's magic is gone, but she has found a new sense of peace and purpose. Ryland, freed from his past, chooses to stay by her side as they rebuild what was lost.